Hello and welcome. And today I'm going to talk about 5 days past when I did the nicotine patch protocol. So 5 days since I stopped it. And this is how I'm feeling. And I can't say 100% sure this is due to the nicotine patch, but seems most likely. So the number one thing is that I'm sleeping through the night. So I know in my last video, it was like the first day I took it off and then I had a heart rate spike overnight, but that hasn't happened since. So I've been sleeping through the night, like 8 hours every night, and waking up feeling really energized, which is such a nice feeling. So even this morning, I feel like, oh, I kind of got like some adrenaline going. The annoying thing is I've been really tired in the afternoons. I go to sleep at like 9 and I wake up at 5:30. But all morning until like lunchtime, I feel super energetic. No heart rate spikes overnight, so I'm waking up rested and energized. Um, I used to do nothing before work because I was so scared of running out of energy. And so now then I kind of like haven't been scheduling early morning patients because I wasn't sleeping well, I wasn't feeling good. So now I like have hours in the morning and then so I'm like doing errands before work. I'm showering in the morning, which I wasn't because number one, I'd feel dizzy in the shower and that is really scary to me. I haven't been feeling dizzy in the shower. Honestly, I haven't felt lightheaded at all, actually, in a while now that I think about it. And I will have heart rate spikes during the day. So I will say this, the one thing is when I do activity, my heart rate still goes up higher than it used to, but it recovers. So for example, like going upstairs. So my office is on the second floor. So is my apartment. So going into my office in the morning, my heart rate is like over 100, which is abnormally high for me, but it recovers within minutes. If I sit at my desk and like check my emails, it will recover. Whereas it used to, I would come to work, my heart rate would go into the hundreds and it would stay that way for like 2 to 4 hours. So now it's like within minutes, it goes back to low. And if I'm just sitting, resting, my heart rate is generally like in the 60s or 70s. If I'm super relaxed, it might get down into the 50s, which is like, that's normal baseline for me. So it's definitely still higher with activity. I still fatigue, but a lot of significant improvements that have been consistent throughout the week. The other thing I would say is like in the afternoon, I really run out of energy quickly. So like morning, I'm like full of energy. I could see patients, I could do errands, I could do all kinds of productive things. And then like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I'm like really tired. And so if I don't have afternoon patients or after work, I usually go home and like lie down. But I have gone to some evening activities. So not, haven't done anything super physical, but after I rest for like a little bit, I can go out again and do stuff. And also I've been doing some like online continuing education in the evening. So it's like, even though I'm tired, it's not that like brain fatigue. I don't know. I think those of you that have like long COVID or chronic fatigue understand this of like, just everything is fatigued. I can't concentrate. I physically am tired. So that is much better. So I'm definitely physically tired in the afternoon. But if I have somewhere to go, I can do it. And yeah, so a lot of big improvements. Again, I can't say 100% sure that it's the nicotine patch, but it could be just time. I mean, this is science. Nothing's like 100%, but I would say it's a lot of significant improvements. Like, right before I started the nicotine patch protocol, it was like I was slowly getting better. I was having a little more energy, but this is like in a week, a lot of positive changes. So most likely the nicotine patch, which is wild to me and fascinating because when I first read about that, I was like, this is bizarre, no way. And then I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's try it. So I'll keep you posted. Like I said, in the study, it took them up to 3 weeks past when they finished the nicotine protocol to like resolve their symptoms. So I definitely still have fatigue, you know, My heart rate's definitely still working harder than normal, but a lot of improvements, not randomly spiking, not staying high, not waking me up at night. So I'm happy and I'm hopeful, and I'll keep you posted. Thanks for following along.